Afternoon, sir. How are you doing today?
Good night and good morning, gentlemen.
All right, good evening, students. This is now 7:15. Um, I really normally give you guys a little 15 minutes transitional break from your 5 to 7. You can refresh yourself, something to drink, maybe do bathroom break before we start. Tonight is a busy night. And we need to get going. So tonight is a busy night and we need to get going. So as I told you, I'm going to be teaching as well. I won't be giving you the 3 hours for the assessment. So let's get ready.
Sir, since the night's so busy, put the test the next week and run through some questions of tonight, no?
Say that one more time.
Since the night is so busy, put the
No,
test
no,
next
I'm
week
saying
and run
tonight
some
has been busy,
questions
but that's
tonight.
fine. No, man, I'm very ready tonight. I'm
I'm not sure if I'm
very, very
ready.
ready. We did those question business last week, Thursday or Tuesday. One of those days we did that. No, man, I'm ready, very ready tonight.
I'm not sure if I'm ready.
You'll be ready. You will be ready. Trust me. You'll be ready. You'll be ready. Trust me that you will be ready. You come class and pay attention, you will be positive. You'll be ready. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say.
I beg you change me from SAMC to Oliver, please. Every time I use this device, I keep on forgetting to switch my name. Please.
Um, all right, so we looked at some differentiation yesterday, and we looked at a chain rule, and not yesterday, the day before. We looked at a chain rule, and we looked at the power rule. We looked at a chain rule, and we looked at the power rule. Now, in the stuff that I sent off to you, 305, 275, 305. No, you're not looking at it. You're looking at it. We looked at the product rule. I give you the right for the product rule. It says the first times the differentiation of the second plus the second times the differentiation of the first. The first times the differentiation of the second plus the second times the differentiation of the first. And you will hear me go through these a little bit more by just telling you medical story. The first times the differentiation of the second plus the second times the differentiation of the first. 79, 79, 50. You will need to remember that. The first times the differentiation of the second plus the second times the differentiation of the first. Every time I do the question, I'm going to sing that song. Every time I do the question, I will sing that song. And there are other songs for me to sing. Bust a tune, and trust me, when it's time for exam, you will be able to sing the tune. The first times the differentiation of the second plus the second times the first. Hold on, 1 minute. Hold the question. Give me a minute. My kettle ready. All right. Who has their hand raised? Yes, Oliver.
Oh, I was just asking you if you could change my name in the chat to Oliver, please, because every time I use this device, I forget to switch out the name. I don't know if you have to do it for accounting purposes or whatever, but
Problem.
I'm just making you realize that it's me.
You're McFarlane or Martin? McFarlane, right?
Oliver Mackenzie.
Mackenzie, and it's a sub Mac.
All right, thank you, sir.
That's just $100. West, that is. All right. So we are together again. Why am I on? Yes. So where was I? I was saying to you that, the first times the differentiation of the second plus the second times the differentiation of the first. Very, very important. You cannot get rid of that story. It's a beautiful story. It's one where when you get the question, you have to identify which is your first, then identify which is your second. And just go and work it. Identify which is your first and identify which is your second. Once you identify your first, name it. When you identify your second, name it. Because your first don't have to be somebody's first. Your first could be somebody's second, and your second could be somebody's first. Right? So don't watch someone do it. Just do your thing and do it silently. And I promise you, if you do that, you'll be good people. I promise you. Let me put a disclaimer for those of you who were previously introduced to differentiation. This is an unconventional method of doing it. When I was doing this, learning this, I had to do a method that sometimes when it's just learning it, you can get confused. And then this method was introduced to me while I was doing my studies. And this method carried me right through university to the point where any calculus course I teach, this is the method that I use. Just to remain focused, and you'll be good to go. So I'm sharing my screen, and it says the first times the differential of the second plus the second times the differential of the first. Here goes a question. Do not write. Do not blink. Give me your undivided. You just need to see this once. You only need to see this once. I promise you, after you see it this time, you'll be good to go. Let's go. So the question is, y equal to x squared times 5x minus 3. Y is equal to 2x squared times 5x minus 3. Sir, we don't have to use the product rule, so we can just distribute that and work up and get the answer. Okay, in this question, yes. Because the 5x minus 3 is not being raised to a power. But if that were raised to the fifth power for argument's sake, we couldn't do that. We definitely have to use the product rule. So let us employ the product rule to this question and see how we would apply it. the first times the differentiation of the second plus the second times the differentiation of the first. I am naming my first. So do you have to call this one the first? No, you could call this one the first. But I always call the one that comes first the first so that I don't get confused. Every time. The first, I call it, I write it back. The first, I call it, and then I write it back. Times the differentiation of the second, I now need to differentiate 5x minus 3. The differential of minus 3 is 0. The differential of a constant is equal to 0. So therefore, the only thing I have left to differentiate is a 5x. When I differentiate 5x, I get 5. See it here, so? Boom. So this is the first times the differential of the second plus the second. I call it, I write it back. I call the second, I write it back. Times the differentiation of the first. When I differentiate 2x squared, watch me. This 2 come down and multiply this 2 to give me 4. See it here, so. And then I need to reduce the 2 by 1. So we have x to the first, and x to the first is simply x. See it here, so. So the differential of 2x squared is 4x. See it right here, so. Everything in blue is a differentiation to my question. You present that in the exam, you get about 2 marks. And the other 3 marks or 2 marks for the question is just algebra, or you fix up the question. So we don't mark for answers. We don't mark for answers. So we expect you to distribute and multiply, so forth and so on. So you may get another 2 marks for this answer. 1 mark for identifying the 5x minus 2, that one product, and the other mark to identify the 6x as another product. So this could be a 4 marker. So the first times the differentiation of the second plus the second times the differentiation of the first. Every time I call it, I call it, I write it back. And then now, 2x squared times 5 is 10x squared. 4x times 5x is 20x squared. And 4x times 3 is negative 12x. Adding my like terms, 10x squared plus 20x squared is 30x squared minus 12x. But they gave me the original question in a factored form. So I'm give them back in a factored form. What is common between 30x squared and 12x is going to be 6x. So I factor all the 6x from the 30x squared and make it 5x. Now when I factor out 6x from the 12x, I'm going from negative 12x, I'm going to get negative 2. And that's my final answer. Any questions? Write it off for me, please.
So you can go back to it one more time, please.
Sorry, say it again?
Can you go back through it one more time, please?
Sure, I will. But what I want you to do is, all right, let me do that first then. So you're given a question. You're very low incidence. Let me see something here. You can talk again, please, Asanin?
Asanil speaking.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Thank you, my love. All right, let's go. You're given the question. And the question is 2x squared times 5x minus 3. 2x squared times 5x minus 3. It's a product. Sir, how do you know that it's a product? All right, thanks for asking. I was waiting for the question. It is 2x squared times 5x minus 3. So the operation in the given question suggests that something is being multiplied by something. So because of that, it's a product rule. I have my first, and I have my second. So I'm naming them. Sir, I will remember, and I don't have to name them. Ah, boy. I'm teaching longer than some of you are alive. And even to this day, I have to drop on what is the first and what is the second, because you now move fast. If you get which is the first and which is the second, write it now, will kill you. Put 1, put 2, so you know which is the first and which is the second. Then you sing your sum. The first times the differentiation of the second plus the second times the differentiation of the first. When you call it, you write it back. The first, you write it back. See here? 2x squared, 2x squared. You call it, you write it back. How do you call it, sir? The first and the second. So the first, you write back the 2x squared times the differential of the second. Now we can differentiate the second term. We'll look at 5x minus 3 and we recognize that when I differentiate the minus 3, I'm going to get 0 because it's a constant. And the rule says the differential of a constant is equal to 0. The differential of a constant is equal to 0. So no say that they equal 0. And no is going to be equal to 0. Right? The differential of a constant is equal to 0. All right. So when I differentiate 5x, I'm going to get 5. See here? I put it in the bracket. I'm going to get 5. Boom. And then now, plus. See? The plus is a big plus, uppercase plus, to show you so you can't miss it. So we'll always have a plus when you're doing something. Yeah. Every single time. So plus, the second, you call it, you write it back. 5x minus 3, boom, 5x minus 3. Times the differential of the first. I'm differentiating the first. The first is 2x squared. When I differentiate 2x squared, I'm going to get 2 times 2 is 4. 4x to the 2 minus 1. 4x to the first, which is the same as 4x. See it right here. So, boom. Everything in blue is the end of my differentiation. Is the end of my differentiation.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
The differential of the first, but you get 4x. I don't know if it's the case where I've lost. I'm not sure how you get the 4.
The 4x is the derivative of the 2x squared, you know.
Thank you.
So we'd have that minus 1.
Minus 1? We get that.
Well, I
What
understand.
minus 1?
Well, I understand. Well, I 2x squared, finding the difference of that. Oh, 2 is 4. Okay,
Every
so
time.
where's it every time?
Yeah, man. 2 times 2 is 4 every time.
Minus 1, left 1. All right, sir.
You see it now?
Yeah,
Talk to me now.
that's where I was kind of lost right there, you know. That's why I asked you to go back over it. I say, is it that I'm not remembering something?
Yeah. But let me just tell you something. And it goes to everybody in class. I had to do it in order to get very good at it. You have to practice your differentiation every single day. You go to work, you get one question and you do it. In your lunchtime, break time, bathroom time, you do it. That's the only way you can get good at it. You can't sit down and wait and say, oh, I have a maths test and I'm going to know study for my maths test. That no work. You know, that's when you know, say you have one party and say, oh, the family's coming over for a party. Let me go and take the meat out of the freezer. I take the meat out of the freezer and recognize that, oh, we're now leaving we'll be there in half an hour time. You say rock stone, half an hour time. Then you fling the meat, the frozen meat into the air fryer or the microwave to defrost it, and then you start seasoning it. It never tastes good. We can assure you that. Can it be eaten? Absolutely. But it never tastes good. You're not sure of your culinary skills when you plan from before and you make the little seasoning touch the bone. Yeah. Different something that, you know. Same thing with the mathematics. You can't wait until overnight to start seasoning it up. No, it's a failure. And when you bite into something, you're gonna say rawness. You know, like sometimes you go up to some bad food and start eating and say blood on the bone or in the meat, it's not cooked yet. That's what happen to you with the maths. Start from now. The blue is the end of my differentiation. All I'm doing is just algebra. Work with me. 2x squared times 5 is 10x squared right here. So 5x times 4 is 20x squared. That is 5x times 4x is 20x squared. And negative 3 times 4 is going to be negative 12x. I'm putting my like terms together and I recognize of the like terms, only the 10x squared and the 20x squared are related. So I add them together to get 30x squared. And it says minus 12. Sir, what if we left the answer right here? So how many marks would we get? It depends. If the question said differentiate, boom. But if them say differentiate, leaving your answer in its lowest term, or differentiate, simplify your answer, or differentiate with somebody possibly if you tell you to kind of fix up, you know, you put the vegetable one place and then you put the rice in a one cup and then you turn it over into the plate and the meat go right there. So yeah, right there. So well sort out. Full marks, presentation nice. Are there any questions?
Good so far.
No questions, sir.
Go ahead.
I said no questions, sir.
Oh, okay, got you. All right, so let me put one more there. Me write the first and the second for you. Sir, you can't go back up to the page? No. Why, sir? Because you're supposed to know this. I gave it to you from Tuesday. The first times the differentiation of the second plus the second times the differentiation of the first. I know you know how to differentiate. So work with it. The first times the differentiation of the second plus the second times the differentiation of the first. I give you 3 minutes. On your mark, get your set, go. Augustine.
It's dark outside and it's raining.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone, no pun intended. Yeah, man.
Sir, scroll up a little bit there, please.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, man, stroll up, man, stroll up.
Scroll up. Just a tad bit there, please.
Customer comes in, says he's got a
Thank you very much.
I think you can scroll down. Thank you, sir. All right, I'm gonna go off the limb and say y equal 12x times 2x minus 3. Got mixed up with the power, sir. So let me see your working out. Let me see. 12, 5, 36 to the square. We add them. When you multiply the bases and same add the powers. 24. I never put nothing there, so sir. Come in once I never x to the 10 for go there, so but just said 24x. 36 to the square. Yes, I have that. Oh.
Sir, based off your last line that you have, 12x squared by 2x to the power of 3 minus 3. Would that be the final answer, or you have to get rid of the powers?
Ask me no question. Me no see you talk to about 3 class. Me no see you can't talk to me. Me no see you go for 3 class. And then you
Sir,
go to,
sir,
sir,
calm.
sir, can you explain it to me?
Hold on now, sir. I have gotten to where it is that you are at, which is the 12x squared.
I don't care. All I'm saying is for about 3 class, me no see you to the point where I was going to send Mrs. Campbell a message to say reporting missing because me no see him. And you come a class tonight, you don't even say, boy, brethren, what one?
I said good
Me
night, sir.
can't read. Me can't read.
I did, sir.
No, you said good night, sir. How are you? Sorry for not being at class. Did you say that?
No, you didn't answer. So I was trying to start a conversation with you, but
I
then
don't
you.
care, no. Hello, if somebody not talk to you, make sure you tell them good night or feed them busy. They don't want to answer. Explain why it is that we not talk to you, man. But ask a question. Maybe Oliver can answer your AC.
No, so I reach where you have 12x squared by 2x to the power of 3 minus 3. Because I see the power, I'm based off the examples that you said sent in the WhatsApp group, and based off redoing those examples, I'm just asking because it doesn't seem like that's the final answer. So I'm just asking.
Oh, it is the final answer. But
Okay.
yeah, but you said something a while ago that kind of concretize my point. You know, say AC say, thank you, sir, for the notes. Minister, nobody else say thank you. You had an opportunity, Mr. Sir, to say, big up yourself, sir. Thanks for the notes. Make me forgive you for I could have forgiven you from then. But anyhow, one love.
My
Make sure
apologies. My apologies, sir.
The hurt is already done. Me no want to hear nothing from you. The only way I can accept that, make sure you get one A. If you get one B plus, it's still not cut it. Make sure you get one A.
Not a problem, sir. I'll do my best.
I hear you. All right, yeah, man. That's the final answer. 12x squared times 2x cubed minus 3. All right, Oliver. When I don't hear you
Yes,
respond to
sir.
me.
We kind of slightly different, you know. It's something slightly different. And on my oversight cause it from actually end up with is 6x squared multiplied by 4x cubed minus 6. We should have realized we could have got to 12 instead of 6.
Right,
Wait,
because when you
hold
look into when you look into your
on. I'm
parentheses,
gonna
you
get the same,
recognize that
get
there's
the
something
same
else that is common.
24 x minus. Yes.
Yeah, so you could take out
So my
another 2.
fault.
Yeah, you could take out another 2. All right. Chevy, me not understand you neither, Chevy. You like you don't want to talk to teacher. Remember, so me know the family, you know, Chevy.
Yes, sir. I'm there here, man, sir.
Come on, talk to teacher, man. Teacher want to hear you. All right, let me see now. Good night, Kristen. Good night, Simon.
Right, sir.
Yeah, we must talk to teacher, you know. Teacher want to hear and talk to you. All right. Really not difficult. Let me ask a question. I know some of you are learning it for the first time. And it won't look like it can work, but you make some mistakes. Not a problem. Let us go through it together. And it's now 7:54. So when you get the question, important for you to identify your first from your second. Very important. Don't follow some students. Sir, I will remember which is first and I'll remember which is second. As I said before, I'm doing this thing for many, many years. And to this day, I write 1 and 2. So I can know which is my first. Because I go through the question fast. And by the time I glance up, I may glance and look on the wrong something. All right, let's go. The first times the differentiation of the second plus the second times the differentiation of the first. That's my story. That's what I'm going to be using to get through to the question. The first times the differentiation of the second plus the second times the differentiation of the first. Hold on. All right. So it's going to be the first. The first, when you call it, you write it back. The first, see it here, is 4x cubed, you write it back. Times the differentiation of the second, times the differentiation of the second, when I differentiate the second, all right. So that's x cubed minus 3. X cubed is a constant. The differentiation of a constant is equal to 0. Any constant you're trying to differentiate, you are going to get 0. If you were here on Tuesday, you would see why that is so. But you can just use a general rule. Differentiation of a constant equals 0. So I'm just going to differentiate my x cubed. When I differentiate my x cubed, my imaginary one right there, so I put it in green, in shocking neon green. So it's going to be 3 times 1 is 3, x, and I'm reducing the power by 1, so it's going to be x squared. So it's going to be 3x squared. See it yourself? 3x squared. Plus the second. When I call second, I write it back. X cubed minus 3 times the differentiation of the first. Differentiation of the first is 3 times 4 is 12. X squared, because I'm reducing it by 1. See here? 12x squared. So again in blue, my differentiation ends. What is left is going to be me now doing some algebra. So what I'm doing is saying 4x cubed times 3x squared. Uh-oh. How we do that, sir? So 4 times 3 is 12. But why you get x to the 5th? All right, work with me. The narrative. When you are multiplying and the bases are the same, you add your powers, your exponents, or your indices. When you're multiplying and the bases are the same, you add your powers, your exponents, or your indices. Them three something mean the same something. We just want some bright, so we can use exponent and indices. If you want a power, you're good to go. So work with me. The base is x, and x and x are the same x. So 3 plus 2 are 5. So come and get the 5. Right? So x to the 3rd times x squared is going to be x to the 5th power. All right? Boom, done that. And then now I'm going to say x cubed times 12x squared. Again, I'm multiplying and the bases are the same. I'm adding my powers. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So this will become 12x to the 5th. Or so we have one before. We can't have two of them. You don't know. You can't have any amount of them you want to have. Just follow the algorithm. And then negative 3 times 12x squared. Negative 3 times 12 is going to be negative 36. 36x squared. Boom, you have the 36x squared. All right. And this narrative, this is the mathematical stuff for this narrative. A to the m times a to the n is equal to a to the m plus n. Right? When I'm multiplying and the bases are the same, I add my power feature m plus n. So it go. So because these things are the same, oh sir, we're going to add this now and get x to the 10 because this is x to the 5 plus x to the 5. No. Only when you are multiplying. Only when you are multiplying. When you're adding, you just go ahead and add as usual. So 12x to the 5th plus 12x to the 5th. The x to the 5th is a parent. It is saying that these two things are related. So you add 12 and 12 to get 24. So it's going to be 24 x to the 5th. See here? Minus 36x squared. Because the x squared stands alone. There's nothing for me to do anything with the x squared. So I leave that alone. As I said before, depending on how the question is written, if you give me that dy by dx is equal to 24x to the 5th minus 36x squared, chances are you'll get enough marks, right? It depends on how the question is given, but the question can go a little further. And as calculus students, we are going to simplify things. I hate when I go to my students. 1 year, I said to the students, guys, I need to change my computer. Which computer am I supposed to get? And one student unmute and say, oh, sir, you can get such and such a brand. It is good and so forth and so on. I mean, I write down and I say, yeah. Our next student unmute and said, sir, do not get that brand. It is not good. And then one big debate in the class. My BMIS and BDIT students. And you know what I left from that class? There was no consensus. No consensus. And then no one person said, no, sir, go and just get a Mac. You'll be fine. No, sir, don't get the Mac. Because if you go buy this, if you go buy that, sir, you can't get no bootleg sitting upon your something because they're going to block it. And you have to go, sir, don't get it. Sir, get this one. No, that one is not good neither. I was like, okay, guess what, guys? Thank you. Let us go back. And I just never listened to them because of the 18 plus of them in the class. I could not get a consensus from them. And I'm saying, but these are all people in the same field. And these are people who are networking supervisors and managers and big shot people in them company, you know, right? Them know them computers, them know them stuff. And I just can't get a consensus. So you know what I do? I say, all right, we're gonna do some research on my own. I'm gonna research on my own and get one. And they never like it. And then I get rid of it to go and get something else. All right? But
that's because each person are just opinionated and not working by facts. So you're not gonna have consensus from that.
True. And but guess what now? Remember we are so one of the things I keep saying, AC, is me may have 10 something on my head and me think say, boy, this at the end of my life, come I have 10 of them something upon your head. And me share it with you and say, blow, you know, so me have them 10 something upon my head. And I say, serious? You know, so me have the same 10, but me have 10 more wickeder one too. So all of my 10 you have, but you have 10 more when me not have. And me thinks it was the end of the world. And the point I'm making is sometimes when we think that we are alone and we have so much problems on top of it, somebody would have gladly take our problems because for them won't surpass our problems, right? The point is, to each his own. To each his own, because personally, I don't like HP. I don't like HP. All right. And some students were saying it is the best and it is this and it is that and so forth and so on. And I said, okay, something did go wrong with my HP and made have to carry for them open it up. And I'm finding that the HP, one Dell memory board. And then them start explaining to me, say, you have different companies that make the parts. So Dell may not make computers, but they make computer parts. And then a Toshiba now, who makes computers, will go and buy these parts. So when they pull it apart, you may see these other parts inside of it that is not the stuff. So I say, oh, fool me.
Yes,
So,
sir, because it's expensive for one company to do all of it by themselves.
And I understand that. So I'm saying to you then, me not buy no Dell computer if me can get a Toshiba with a Dell CPU or a Dell something inside of it. All right. I mean, so to each his own, right? So each person will come with their stuff. And guess what? The system that I'm using now is a Toshiba that I've had for about 12 years. And it is that old that is Windows 7 on it. And I can't use, you remember I was saying to you that my writing tablet not working. I kind of figure out why it's not working on it because the software is no longer compatible. I had bought a new thing for online, but I got rid of it because it wasn't serving what it is that I really wanted. I bought a Lenovo and I don't like the touchscreen business and then somebody then said, boy, sir, this is where the world going. It's most of them can come touchscreen and yeah, but we did just have an issue with the system in and of itself. But the point I'm making is when you're doing the stuff and you look at your variables here, they may look alike, but you have to see what the operation is. Just like what you said to me, okay, sir, fine. You can get a Lenovo, but what are you using your computer to do? Are you doing any programming heavy work on it? Or are you just doing word processing, online teaching? If that is the case, sir, you can go and get this. You may say, go and get something which is 512 megabytes or whatever it is, right? But if I am going to be doing heavier work, you may say, no, you may need 1 terabyte. Matter of fact, you may need 2 terabytes of storage because of what it is that you're doing. You're doing a lot of formulas and storing a lot of stuff. And then someone may say, no, sir, you're not going to get that. Just go and save it to the cloud, right? So see what you have, see what it is that you're asked to do, and see if what it is that you're asked to do, if it can be done with what it is that you have, in like living within the means. So if you look at this here, 12x to the 5th plus 12x to the 5th, these x to the 5ths are related. So it means that they are going to be grouped together. Please do not confuse it with the fact that you're adding the powers. Don't add it and say it's going to be 24x to the 5th, x to the 10th. Let me show you why that will be incorrect. Because the rule says a to the m times a to the n. Then you add the powers. This sign here is an addition sign. It's an addition sign. So right there and then, please do not make that mistake. The 36x squared stands alone, so I carry it back. Watch me now. What is common here that is common there? 12. Yeah, man, 12, sir. Because 12 is a factor of 24, so it is a factor of 36. But what else is there? Let me just tell you a little secret from now, because when you catch calculus 2, it will come back to you. Here's the secret. Is when you have something like so, x to the 5th, x squared, and you want to factor out something, use all of the small one. Not touch a big one. Just look for the small one and use all of it. Because once all of this small one can go in all of this, you're going to take all of the small one and put it right here. So that's why you have the x squared right here. So boom. So when you take out x squared out of this, you take 2 out of the 5, you'll have 3 left. So that's why we have x cubed right here. So, and 12 times 2 is 24, and 12 times 3 is 36. So this here is going to be my final answer. And I'm going to say to you, it's not difficult. I don't want anybody to sit in class now to say, sir, it's hard. It's not difficult. It's not difficult.
Sir,
Yes, mommy.
would the common factor be 2
No,
or 3?
no, it will not be a complete factorization. It's the same thing Oliver just said a while ago. In the other question before,
Mm-hmm.
or this question. No, in this question, he took out 6.
Okay.
But then he ended up with a 4x cubed minus 6. But recognize now in this parentheses that there is something else that is common. So you have to have a complete factorization. But as I said before, this is just algebra now. So I know you will get at it. Just be diligent with what it is that you're doing. Let me ask a question. Is this difficult so far? What is it that you're not seeing? What is it that is causing the confusion? Talk to me so I can help you. Started with Simon and Tristan.
Well, okay.
I soon come to AC. Simon and Tristan, talk to me.
Sir, I'm understanding so far.
Very nice. More I hear that, you know. Simon, what say you?
So the part I messed up on was like in blue. I didn't like times it by. So like when you did 1 times 3 and then minus 1, so you can get 3 over x2. I didn't do that part, so I ended up getting what I got. Yes, sir. But I got a seat now.
Oh, come in, I say to you a while ago, if you never tell me say see, I'm gonna say to you, catch all the way up, they say and catch it and you not say nothing to me, but you say you catch it now. That's why I never say nothing. But still, I want to hear from you. All right. AC, you're saying what?
My brain is too tired. So it gives me if I would normally go at a pace of 3, gives me a 0.5 pace in the evenings. So that's where I am with all of this.
All right. Let me get a word.
I understand.
All right, fair enough. I too can understand. I'm gonna give you one more to do, and then we take a break, and then we're gonna start the 8:30, 8:30, 8:30. And then we're gonna start the mid semester. Let me just get a word of encouragement. So having been at Excelsior for many years, one of the things that I have seen with our students for every graduation for the last couple of years, well, I mean, I've seen it being in the reverse some years, but for the last couple of years, our top students are from the evening school. And let me speak about the top student from last year.
Top student coming from the evening school and not the day school?
From the evening school, Oliver. Yes.
Sir, I think I know the reason for that.
and that's why I'm going to use it to encourage you and the other students of this class. Now, he was a student in my calculus class, and he was also the valedictorian. And the boy pulled a string for me in a valedictorian speech and making mockery of my calculus class, how I come class and pressure them. But it is in all fun. But the truth of the matter is, them guys did work. This was their session was, yeah, man, was in COVID, because we just come out of COVID. Yeah. And I'm saying to you, these top students, and the year before him was another student from the evening division. Top student, 3.7, north almost 3.8 GPA. I remember the maximum is 4. All right. Now, why I can speak about it is because I too experienced working a full-time job and going to school in the evenings. It was hard. It was the hardest thing ever. But guess what? I knew it was for a period of time. I knew it was for a period of time. And I said to myself, I am going through this once and not feeling anything because I'm not spending a day over the time that I've committed myself to do this. So when up on a Friday, when we have class 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock live, 4 o'clock to 7, because that's a 3 hour class, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. On a Friday, me finish teaching at 5 o'clock. So when 4 o'clock comes, I'm in my class I teach, Mr. Rockstone class up so start. By time me, and my students know, you know, it's upon a Friday, when me done class 5 o'clock, don't ask me no question because me I run out of class. So my car well packed. So when 5 o'clock come, I head directly to my car. So by 5 minutes past 5, me I drive through the gate. And I'm not getting to school until 5:45. I have 1 hour and 50 minutes in class. And I went to the teacher doing the responsible thing. And I went to the lecturer and I said, listen to me, this is my situation. And the lecturer said, okay, just make sure you get the notes. It wasn't time like this where we have recordings. COVID wasn't even a thought. And I had 2 friends in the class and I said to them, I made 2 friends in the class. I said, well, go on. Oh, nothing much, you know, but there's nothing like you taking your own notes. And I had to go and catch up. I had to put extra work in every course I was doing because I knew it was hard. So I'm saying this to say to you, and the result was good for me. When I say excellent results, I got excellent results. And I'm saying to you, you have to put in. What I did, I know when I come home, I'm tired. So when I come home, inhale some food, go wash off my skin, jump in at the bed. And then religiously, I know I have to get up like at a 3:30, 4 o'clock and try get some work in before I go to work. Because when I go to work, I'm going to have a full time. You have to do it. You have to do it. Students, you have to do it. You don't have the luxury like the day students. You have to work.
Sorry.
Go
What
ahead.
month is usually graduation?
Say it again, love.
What month is usually Excelsior's graduation?
Is it before COVID? It was November. The Thanksgiving weekend. It was November Thanksgiving weekend. But since COVID, we've been having the graduation in February.
Okay.
And the last time I checked, don't quote me on this, but the last time I checked recently, I'm almost sure they said to me that it's going to be in February. Right? But I'm saying to you students, you can do it. You can do it. I'm depending on you to do it. Do it. Do what you need to do. Summarize the notes, practice something them, do what you need to do, you can do it. All right. One last one. And then we hit it. And incidentally, when you see me come to class and me ask them to talk to me, it's for a reason. When you don't speak in class and you think that you get the question correct, what happens sometimes is that you have a misconception, but because you don't want to verbalize it, you hold on to that misconception. Put it this way. Maybe you understand this better. Aston, you say, she and Andre on the corridor a talk. I see them a talk, you know. But as me I walk past, the 2 of them stop talk. And I say, yes, I meet them a talk. And AC is supposed to be my sister. But AC, I do that to me, so me have up AC. I am not responsible enough to go to AC and say, you know, I feel like there is something that is happening between me and you. Talk to me. What is it? You don't try to go and clear it up. And then it stay there until it damages our friendship. That's exactly what it do to the mathematics. You don't speak about the differences that you and the math are having. You bottle up your feelings, and the math now bottle up nothing, you know, because the math is inanimate, so the math has no feeling. And you are walk up and down with a feeling for mathematics. And you now talk to the maths. And after a while, you say, you know what? Me can't trust you. And you just squeal up with the maths until you just start to hate the maths. But when it is that you start asking the questions now, the math will come and little warm. I said, no, man, you know, son, you may talk. And I human talk, man. It so happened that it is me pause to tell you all day. And it is construed that you think so we stop to talk because you were no, you sir, you're the real G man. We're not talking about you, man. But this is just how the math is. You have to speak. So I can get into your headspace and say, nope, that's not correct. Look at it another way. But if you don't talk, you're going to be in problems. And I don't want that to happen to you. All right. I would have said enough to encourage you. Please do not say, see, sir, never given a 2-bracket 1 before, and now I'm giving the 2-bracket 1. I'm extending your knowledge. I want to see how well you can translate what it is that has been done to this new question. Watch what is happening. I started a question for you already by writing the first and by writing the second. By writing the first and by writing the second. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Try as best as possible to do the question without looking back. If and only if you're stuck, look back. And wherever you're looking back, make an asterisk at that point. And every time you're doing the question, you have to surpass that point until you know that you can do the question without looking back. All right? On your mark, get set, go.
Does our responses have to be in the same format as the question? Or not necessarily?
Preferably, but I know you'll get there, but let me hear what you have. I know you'll get there, but preferably.
So I would have 8x to the 5th power minus 2, sorry. If I'm gonna put it in the form of the question, then I would say y equal 8 bracket x to the 5th minus 2 close bracket.
Okay, so I
Anybody start that?
No, sir, I don't get that. 6x squared plus 2x minus 2.
Wouldn't the minus 2 be considered a constant?
Yeah, but
I was thinking that, but we would have already gotten rid of the constant, which would have been minus 1.
yeah.
What did we do? We didn't.
Hello, mother.
Yeah,
we didn't, you know, we didn't. We made it minus 2. So
look at the 8x.
how me get the 8x?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then plus the 6x squared plus the
I
2x.
get no 6x squared nowhere. I got a 4x squared plus a 2x plus a 2x squared minus 2.
Yeah.
And then I have 4x squared plus
4x. Yes, I get 4x squared, right?
and
And then you get a 2x squared.
Yeah.
You can get 8x.
I get a 4x squared plus a 2x plus a 2x
You have the 6x
squared.
squared.
Someone to know where we mix up what where.
You accidentally multiply the 2 and the 4
Like
instead of add them.
I was going to say that too, but is when me hear she say she get a 4x square with a 2x square. I was going to say that, Oliver, but me hear she said she get another 2x square.
get
So
another 2x.
I didn't
Not
know
a
what I meant.
2x squared. So 4x squared
Oh,
plus
hi,
2x plus 2x squared.
I just tell you a while ago, say them related when them have the same ending. So if it's not a 2x square, you get for the second one, or you go add them to it, lady. All right, Simon.
Lady with the brown eyes.
Simon, what you say, Papa?
So I'm not finished, but I got a 6x squared minus 2.
That's a big square. All right, Tristan, what you get?
Almost finished.
Almost finished. Okay. Astonil, you get the 4x square, you get the 2x square. Other one is not a 2x square, it's a 2x.
Sir.
Don't call to me.
No, sir. Mr. May have 4x squared plus 2x plus 2x squared minus 2.
And then you add all of the 2x's and the 4x and so you get 8x squared.
Yeah.
So because me go add the 2x plus the 2x squared, that's where the problem is.
That's the point I'm making. That's what I just said. So you added all of these boom, boom, and boom to get 8x squared.
Yeah, break up, sir. Young man. I'm not sure which one of you is speaking.
Oliver speaking, but him breaking up. Oliver, go outside, go shake the phone. AC, your dinner not gonna taste as nice as it's supposed to taste. How can you add, your dinner is not going to taste as nice as it ought to? How can you add 4x square?
You can blend back out the flavor, sir.
How can you add 4x square to 2x square and 2x to get 8x square? You tell me now.
I don't know.
You don't think we should send her to the North Carolina class?
No.
Of course.
A basic school kind of answer.
So
So you
not
can
Ministry
add
of
one apple and
Finance.
banana and get one pear. That no make it.
So
All
not
right.
Ministry of Finance.
Oh Jesus, no, cause she go pick up my salary. And she not gonna give me more, she gonna give me less. All
Sir,
right.
right where
Yes,
I
ma'am.
am, I
Mhm.
can make up your salary from right where I am. I don't need to go to finance.
Talk truth. Say God no.
I just left that department, sir, and serving in another department now.
Yes, you said to me, say me for go be nice to you. That's what you're saying to me.
No, man, you're good. You're good, man.
Pull the next one. All right. Tristan Simon, you finish your question now? Do you agree with what I have?
Yes, sir. I forgot the plus 2x on mine.
One forget it and one add it to the x squared. Never mind. I'm hoping you've seen your errors. All right. But guess what? In my book, this was very good. It's the first we're doing this differentiation, and what I'm happy about is that, and I really hope you feel bad for my statement. What I'm happy about is that you don't have a problem with the differentiation. Embarrassingly, what you have a problem with is algebra, which is not calculus. So you don't have a problem with the calculus, which is the differentiation, which is a good thing. But the bad thing is, one can't add up, one can't do basic algebra. And we have to go work on that because that is going to form the basis of calculus. So now I identified that we're having some algebraic challenges and we have to go work on those. But it was nice teaching you some differentiation tonight. What I'm going to ask you to do for me now is to get your system to log on to your Educasoft. I have to turn to the stuff. This is the end of October. I have to give the mid-semester. I want
Edison?
to Educasoft, yes. You all have access to Educasoft. Every one of you have access to Educasoft.
Oh, through Canvas?
No, go to educasoft.com. educosoft.com. Mm. Right, so you're gonna go to educasoft.com. And let me see if I can just. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me just stop sharing for a moment.
And log in with your ECC email.
Right, so you're gonna use your ecc.edu.jm. ecc.edu.jm.
Where's the tester? Sir.
Relax yourself, man. You're good, man. Stop worrying. You fret too much. You'll be fine.
I'm not good with testing us. I'm telling you from now. So it's a natural worry that comes with assessments, naturally.
Okay, you know, man. Right. Today is October. I just have to PDF the file. Um, Right.
Sorry, that tell me invalid user credentials, when I try log in
Right.
with my
Click,
EPP.
click. Look to the top left-hand corner. You will
Yes.
see. You should have a US flag there. Oh crap! Oh my lordy, lordy. Oh my lordy, lordy. This is it.
Is a select
Where's
use.
the while ago about US flags there?
Um,
Or that's specifically for Oliver?
because the US flag is showing on his side. So just hover over the US flag and it should, the Jamaican flag should come up and just go down to Jamaica.
All right. Yeah, I select Jamaica.
And then you log in. When you log in, you wait on Siri to address you.
Right.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Oh, just checking.
Oh no, man, I'm here, but he recognized that one of my devices just went off.
That's why I call you to see which one of them.
Yeah. It I was just about to project the 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 assessment, tell you where to find it, and the system shut down on me.
Signs of the time
In Jesus' name.
are up.
But guess what? Try as the devil may try. The test is going on tonight. It has
Sir,
gone to please, please.
when I select Jamaica, I still not go in, and then when I go and select forgot my whatever,
Oliver,
it's a, yes?
I got you. Hold on.
Yeah, please project and share and show him as soon as time.
Never wanna. Demonstration. I'm guessing you're seeing US here. So you come here, you go J A
Yes.
right here where you have
Yes.
email slot.
Mm-hmm.
my.ecc.edu.js. Have you seen this on your end?
No. Once I put in my Oliver that Mackenzie 87 at my that ECCEDU, I enter my password,
What password did you
did
enter?
not
The
take it. So let
default
me see what it
password?
says. The my Canvas password.
No.
Mm.
Use welcome as your password. That's the default password. That was the
Okay.
password given in the email that Sir had sent us. And then you should be fine because that seems as if that's your only issue.
Thank you, AC.
No problem. That's a
The
procedure.
command.
Whatever. I was waiting for that. Whatever.
Where's that, Oliver?
And there's a common W, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
all over.
Yeah, all lowercase.
are you all in now? Is there anybody that is trying to? Is trying to get in?
I'm in.
All right. So AC, Oliver, who else is?
It's still give me invalid credentials, you know.
You see, invalid credential. All right, hold on. Let me just check the system here.
Share
1
your
minute.
screen.
This is something. Here. Go up. Let me see something, Oliver. Okay.
Jonathan.
Check your email before you put in the password.
Did you get an email from me, by the way?
Let me go back and see. Hold on. Let me stop the sharing and check. You know, someone send an email from you.
All right. So you don't know what happened then. Clearly, it means say,
Or what? Like
you
whenever I
never,
get
you never. Did you send me your information for Erica?
I don't recall your ask it and I thought it was automatic.
I did ask for it, and persons were sending it in the group.
That was before I came in.
No man. Anyhow, all right. Send me your email address now, please, so that I can add it to.
In the Zoom chat or via WhatsApp.
Send it via WhatsApp. Let me know when it is sent, please.
Sent.
Yeah, it's sent. All right, hold on. Give me half a second. Check no Oliver and Tim if you get on, please.
Me in now, boy, look like some software block something. Someone need to log
Say
off
that.
and
What is blocking you?
or some pop-up blocker. So I'm in now.
Ah.
I just need to start all that.
No. Careful with the pop-up blocker. Can you share your screen, please? Go. Are you using what browser are you using?
Firefox on a tablet.
Oh crap! You don't have a computer?
Yeah, but the computer on the camera.
Okay, crap. Um, it's all right. We'll talk about it. You should be able to pick up the assessment here. It's going to be, it's all right. It's going to be problematic for me to do it on with the Firefox on the tablet just now. So let me just go ahead with the thing. All right. I'll tell you where to. I'll tell you where to find this stuff. All right. So what I'm going to ask you to do, you're going to, when you're finished, you're going to work the paper as if you are doing a paper-based exam. Meaning, you are going to get paper, you're going to write your question 1, your question 2, your question 3, and you do the solutions. When you would have completed the work, you are going to arrange your papers in order, and you're going to take photographs of those papers. You're going to put them into a single Microsoft Word document, or you can PDF the file.
Yes.
And then you're going to upload one single dege file, right? And then I'll mark electronically, and then I will send back to you, so it is that you can see what it is that you would have done, so forth and so on. So please, if you have any difficulty based on what it is that I just said, let me know so that I can go ahead and repeat. You guys are whizzes, so I'm not even worried about that.
All right, we're gonna take it down right now.
Good. So do me a favor now. I want you to go to assessment. And you are going to go to Dropbox. No, you can't. Yeah, you can't take it off. Audible. Sorry, you can't take it off. You're going to go to Dropbox, and you should see the mid-semester there waiting for you. Can you double check for me, please?
Yes, this is number 1. I'm saying status take.
Right. Click on take for me.
Yeah.
So,
Cameras
sir,
on. Yes, please. Go ahead.
So, sir, we're using book leaves.
Yeah, man. Book leaf, folder leaf, whichever blank paper, whatever you feel comfortable writing on. Yes, just go ahead and use that for me, please.
All right, sir.
All right, so your cameras need to be on.
I'm gonna look if I find any blank sheet first.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah, sure, some blank
Just do the best you can. You guys are ready for this tonight. Turn your cameras on for me, please. Thank you. I'm just seeing one camera on, guys. Please, 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 and thanks. A big of you. Cooperative, you know. And start work. It can start working. Shelby, turn on the camera for me, please, Papa.
Yes, I should.
Yes, sir.
I beg a restroom break.
Yeah, man. First one come.
Return.
Good job.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, question. You said you wanted each section on one page?
No, I'm just saying, no, I didn't say that. When you finish the work, just arrange the pages in order and take the photographs in order and send off to me.
Okay, sure. Sir, may I have a bathroom break, please?
Sure, job.
I can turn off my camera before I get up.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Boxer.
Cool. Sorry to disturb you, but are we finished?
No, sir.
All right.
Continue working. Is there anyone that is finished?
Boy, the test finish me, so my upload.
Go over, man. Go over. Go over.
Rendering.
Sorry, so you can send it as PDF or Word, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So what you'll do is the same place you went to locate the assessment a while ago in a Dropbox. When you go back here, you're going to see something that says upload.
Yeah.
You can just go ahead and just upload that document. So I want you to upload that single document, not individual photographs. Word or PDF, it doesn't matter which one. Whichever one you feel comfortable with, that's fine. But ensure, please, that you have all your pages, just like in an exam. If you have 10 pages, make sure you have 10 photos. Make sure that the photos are, I can see them. Right? Just double check your stuff and send off.
Sir, can you just give me a bathroom break, please?
Yeah, man.
Beg a restroom break.
Say it again, Pops.
Beg a restroom break.
Yeah, man. Run, man. Run, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Sir, I'm submit. You can go off camera now.
Yes. Once you have submitted, you can go off camera. And all the best.
I'm gonna need it.
By the way, I've not seen it in there.
Yeah, you know, see it, sir.
No, hold on. Let me see if I've logged out. Okay, I know I not seen it. I was logged out. Let me log back in.
All right. You see it, sir?
No, 1 second. Wait, 12 will submit. Yes, I'm seeing yours and I'm seeing that one too. All right. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
All right. Gone back off camera.
Bless your heart.
Yes, you see mine as well?
Yes, Papa. So, that's it for you now. So you and Oliver can go sleep.
All right.
Yeah. All the way. See you next week.
Come on.
Cool.
Sir, you see mine?
Checking. Yes, Dre. All the best.
All right, thank you,
Feedback.
sir. Later.
Cool. Here.
Sir. Sir.
I'm hearing you. Go ahead. Want me to check on yours?
No, I'm going. Can I stand up so I can take some pictures of the
Sure.
book?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Can you turn on my camera?
Sure. No problem.
Sir, just uploaded it. See mine?
Checking. Yes, Tristan. Seen it.
All right, sir.
All the best. Sit tight. Cool.
Oh, sir, I am compiling. I'm sorry.
No problem. Go on.
Sure, check if you're seeing mine, please.
Okay. I am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good evening.
You too.
Sir, I'm nearly finished. Because you never put it in order, I have to rearrange them.
All right, no problem. Thanks. So that leaves. Okay, it's just you alone. All right, cool.
All right, sir, I sent it in.
I can check now. Okay, Simon, all the best.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Good night to you.